Okay, now we know where we are. Ontario Parks, Black Creek Bridge. We have some more. Remember we did this a few days ago. We have some more fresh blackberries. Oh yeah. Well, that is my burger. Leaving camp on day 2. Hey, good morning everybody. All that's left behind from camp is a little bit of flattened grass. Good morning everybody. Welcome to day 2 of my northbound through hike attempt of the Rideau Trail, Kingston to Ottawa. Yeah. Okay, so last night was peaceful, quiet, and pretty much perfect, to be honest with you. Just a great evening in the forest. Decent campsite, a little uneven, but you know what? I just moved the Thermarest Neo Air Ultralight Air Pad just to one side a little bit, and it seemed to settle in really quite nicely for a comfortable sleep. Okay, we are on single file forest right now. I think we're going to come out maybe to a road. I'm not sure. I think we've got the KP trail again today. But the highlight of today is the community of Sydenham. So Sydenham, it's about, I don't know, 20 kilometers away from where I camped. So sometime around mid to later in the afternoon, we will get there and see if there's a little coffee shop or whatever. Town food, yeah. They have a grocery store. I think it's a Foodland. And from what I understand, the trail goes right past, very close to the Foodland. So I think that'd be a perfect spot to collect camp water. I think so. Just saying. Might be. Okay, you know what? Every step I take, I'm collecting masses of cobwebs. So I will talk to you guys a little bit further up the trail. Again, good morning everybody, and thank you for joining me on day 2. Oh yeah. So we're getting close to jumping on the KP rail trail again. We have a left turn marker ahead of us. But one thing I will mention is, and I have probably mentioned this, whenever you come to anything that looks like an intersection type thing in the trail, pay very close attention to which way you're actually supposed to go. Because what I'm finding is quite often, now, just like you saw there was a marker, and I can see a marker ahead of me, and of course a stile, so it's a given, we're going to cross it. But in a lot of cases, there's turns at some of these intersections, and there's nothing telling you to do that. So I think it's prudent to say you have to pay special attention just the whole time you're on trail. You're constantly looking for blazes, markers, confidence markers, and so on, which, if you're used to, say, hiking the Bruce Trail's very well marked. Now, up to now, though, I would say Well, this trail is very reminiscent of the Ganaraska, to be honest. The conditions, the blazing, the markings, very, very, very similar to the Ganaraska. Anyhow, we're good. We're good. We'll jump on the KP trail very shortly, I believe. And it's got to be a right turn as we push north, heading towards the community, the town of Sydenham today. Okay, just a little update for what we're doing. It's about 8:45 in the morning right now, so we're doing just fine. Right now, you're looking at a right turn southbound. And one thing you'll notice is right at the tip, a couple of inches here, they have a yellow or beige or whatever color it is indicator. Here, you have a northbound blaze confidence marker. No color at the tip. The color at the tip indicates you are southbound. No color indicates you are northbound. There's another one up here. I'm going to show it to you because it's for the southbound people. We're just arriving at the KP trail again for the second time now. We was on that trail yesterday. But my point being, it's really, really, really beneficial, and kudos to the Rideau Trail Organization, Association, Authority, Conservatory, whatever, for doing that rail trail, because again, northbound marker. We just happen to be at the 02D waypoint southbound marker, and there is the tip. That is so beneficial. I've already used that a couple of times when I just wasn't sure. That's been very, very helpful, and I've often thought on the Bruce Trail and other trails, but on the Bruce Trail in particular, we had some way of marking those blazes when we're southbound, be it a 2-inch bar at the top or a 1 or 2-inch bar through the middle of the blaze, different color, indicating you're southbound. I think it's great. That's the star we just climbed over. Private land. Thank you for letting us use your private land. And we're back on the KP rail trail, and I think we're going to be on this, and it's further up here, which is quite a ways. It's going to be a couple hours or more, 2 or 3 hours. We kind of make a right turn onto another rail trail. Can't think of the name, begins with a C, Chattery or something like that, and that's going to take us into Sydenham. So, little update, a little bit of information. Kudos to the Rideau Trail Organization for using that southbound difference on their blaze. It helps. I think we should all incorporate that on our blazes. Bruce Trail and others, Ganaraska Trail, so on, just to help us as we hike through these trails. Let's get to it. Let's keep going. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Once again, I love those signs. You are here. We're right there. And okay. I'm okay with that. Alright. We're following the rail trail up to here. And then we jump on the Great Trail, the Cataracci, let's say, trail, which is a rail trail, which is going to take me to Sydenham. Okay. Okay. Beautiful trail. Absolutely beautiful. Ahead of me, a gate and a stop sign. And I think this could well be where we leave the KP rail trail for the second and final time as we continue our push to Sydenham, and then of course ultimately north to Ottawa. So let us see. I think this has got to be it, but I don't know. I'm not actually seeing a blaze, or am I? Well, I see a southbound blaze. Oh. And I see the remnants of a northbound blaze, but the southbound blaze is pointing to the left, which is where we just came from. But it's showing itself to the right, which means people, the hikers coming from this direction, would see that blaze and make their left turn. So, oh, there's a bench, and there's some more information up here, and a stop sign, and a blaze pointing to the right. So I think, yeah, and then a map. I might have a coffee break here, but you are here. You know what? I'm going to take you out of my sternum strap so you can see better, because it's a long way up there. Okay. So this is where we came from. You are here. We're going to make the right turn, the Great Trail via Cataraqui. I'm going to call it Cataraqui Trail. Please correct me. Well, I'm sure you will, but somebody tell us how to pronounce that. And then we're carrying on over to Sydenham over there. So, whew, we're at waypoint 03C. Yep. Okay. And I also believe from here it is 5 kilometers into Sydenham. Yeah. I'm going to take a break. I might make some coffee. What time is it? Let's have a look at the time and see what time we've got here. And we'll go from there. Hang on. Hang on, we'll see the time. It's 11:45. So you know what? Hot. I'm gonna sit, take a break, maybe make a coffee, have a cinnamon raisin bagel, and then push the 5 kilometers into Sydenham. Break time. So I was just looking over here, and Cataraqui Trail, okay, and it shows me where I am, as we know, and we saw all this on the other one right here. Sydenham is 5 kilometers, and they've got coffee, food, washrooms. So you know what? Sydenham is 5 kilometers down that trail. So I'm not going to make coffee here. I'm just going to sit on that bench for a few minutes. Because in Sydenham, like I said, coffee and food, you can get some groceries, some ice cream, washrooms, whatever. So I might go to the coffee shop, see if I can plug in some electrical power. Because even though this is day 2, we're at marker 03, waypoint 03C. I don't know if I mentioned that. But as you know, you do go through a lot of power using the phone for navigating and the GoPro for vlogging. So I'll see if I can get some power. So maybe I can sit, take an hour, half an hour, charge up my phone, maybe the GoPro too, save the power that's in my battery pack, and then push north. There's a couple of things I want to get there. I want to top up with bars, and I want to get my camp water. Because I believe the next The next resupply is Westport, which I think is about 3 days from Sydenham. 2.5, 3 days-ish, I think. Okay. Foodland. There is a marker, a blaze telling me to turn left right there. And across the street, there's another one telling me to turn left and go back down the road that way, which is fine because that corresponds with the map. There's a sign behind me that says 200 steps to the restaurant. So that's where I'm going to go now. And then I will come back, get my supplies, my camp water, and follow the blazes out of Sydenham. So we have made it to Sydenham on the Rideau trail. So far so good. Hot, sweaty, very sweaty. I wonder if that's a swimming hole in there. Well, I don't know. Either way, if there was a swimming hole there, I would use it, to be honest with you. Anyhow, let's go. Oh, look. Well, that looks really nice, to be honest. I could go down there and just take a good wash, which I would if I've got access to it without going on people's property, but I would go down there. Oh well. Anyhow, let's go find the restaurant, and then we'll go back to the food store, Foodland, get our camp water and some bars, maybe a few cookies or something like that, and we'll just push north out of Sydenham. Yeah. It's exactly what we shall do. Okay. I see a building with a restaurant-style vent hood poking through the roof. I'm guessing that's the restaurant. Okay, let's go see. Well, that is my burger from the restaurant with an orange juice and the coffee. That burger looks great. Okay, I'm going to enjoy it. A little thing I've noticed, which actually gives me a bit of a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. The sign right here, Kataraki Trail. Kataraki Trail. Across the street, the Foodland. Just down the street to my right, the restaurant. The trail right here. Lots of signage about the trail. Lots of information about the trail. Unlike any community I know on the Bruce Trail, the sign, the Rideau Trail, or the Rideau Trail, 300-kilometer hiking trail, Kingston to Ottawa, founded in 1971. Same sign we read in the cemetery yesterday back in Kingston. It's very, very much a trail town. They have hikers. They have bike packers. I've seen lots on trail today. The trail comes right through their community. There's a blaze right here to my left on this post. We're going to be making a right turn up here, and I think going into the forest. But it does give me a warm, fuzzy feeling of a trail town. Nobody's looking at me strange. It's one of the few communities I've been into here in Ontario with a backpack and so on, and everything you own on your back, where the people just don't think you're homeless. They actually know you're hiking. Okay. Yeah. So electricity in my GoPro, electricity in my phone, Resupply, camp water, bars. That's all I needed was some bars. And just a few bars. I got a bag of cookies and cheesy snacks and my camp water. That's all I needed. And when I was looking earlier today at the map of Westport, I was looking at a motel, something motel inn, whatever. They were advertising about $99 a night for a room, and I thought, well, by then I will need to charge electricity banks anyhow, because there's no place to get electricity for the next 3 days. I will be relying just on my electricity packs that I carry with me, of course, which are fine. They're fine for 6 or 7 days. Especially if like I do, keep topping up when I can my GoPro and my phone in restaurants and so on, like I just did. But anyhow, the hotel called me back because there was no answer, just a machine, and said, yes, we have a vacancy for you for Sunday, if you wish. Because Sunday I'd left a message about Sunday. It's $110 if I pay cash. Oh, well, actually I don't have cash with me, but I'm sure there's a bank machine. I don't have a problem doing that. We have a right turn blaze right here, well marked with 2 blazes. Okay. Looks like we have a little bit of a climb ahead of us. Could be the first actual climb of the trail, because it's pretty flat. The Rideau trail is a flat trail. Although, as I say, we have a little bit of a climb here, and we're carrying full pack and full camp water. Hot day, 32 degrees Celsius, 92 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. Oh yeah, it's a stinker. Okay, so tonight I said to the lady, I got to check the mileage and so on, your location in conjunction with the trail, and if I'm happy with those things and I'm going to get there for Sunday, I'll call you tomorrow and make a booking. She said that'll be fine. So we may have a motel for Sunday. We'll see. Be a bath. That'd be nice. And wash all the sweat out of my t-shirt and so on. That'd be nice. And the long range, this was what I checked it several days ago. It showed rain for Saturday and Sunday, on and off, whatever. I have no idea if that's even close to what the weather forecast is now, but we'll see. Okay, let's get ahead. Let's get to pushing north towards Westport, and ultimately checking the map. First of all, we just passed waypoint 04A, so that's a good thing. But checking the map, looks like about 1.5 kilometers or so from here along the trail. The trail runs right to the side of a lake. Now, that could be perfect if I could find. The time right now is 4:15. But if I could find a camp spot near the lake, possible swim, bath in the lake, get rid of the sweat, that would be just delightful if it's possible. Is it? Well, I don't know. I'm figuring maybe 5-ish, 4:45, 5 o'clock-ish, I should be along the side of that lake, so we'll see. We'll see if we could make something out of it. It would be really, really nice to end day 2 at that particular point. Right now to our right is a freshly kind of harvested farmer's field. Harvested with, I would say, wheat, yeah. To my left, a steep drop, and directly ahead of me, of course, the Rideau Trail. Okay, just a little bit of an update. Just a little bit of an update out of Sydenham to 04A was all road for probably a good hour or more. All road. So again, that was exposed, hot, 92 degrees, sunshine most of the time, but did allow me to lay down those miles reasonably quickly. Okay, trail seems well blazed through here, so you know what, I'm happy with that. Definitely. Okay, Peter's Perch. It's actually a bench right there, if you can see it. We came past it, overlooking the beautiful lake. We're still way above the lake, so I'm not sure if we're going to get down there or not. We were closer to the lake a little while ago. Here's maybe a bit of a lookout. Actually, nice little tenting spot right here. A rock perch and the lake, but it's a long way down, and I'm not even going to try to climb down there. Okay, well, we're going to have a sharp right turn, and at that sharp right turn we'll be done with the lake, this particular lake. But we haven't got to that sharp right turn yet. I think we have a ways to go yet. So maybe there's still opportunity to get down there. We just have to see if the trail drops us down there. Okay, bit of a scramble coming up. So we'll put you guys away. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm going to try to get you to see it. But here was the lake, and we have reached this corner now. We didn't get down to the lake, so now we've just made this turn, I believe, and now we're heading back this way and then up. So no swim in the lake. It looked beautiful, but and for a point there we were only about 20 feet above it, but very steep down to it, and then we were up at like 50 and 60 and 70 feet above it and very steep down to it. Anyhow, not to worry. The time, well, it's pushing on now. What time is it? Okay, 4:46, so it's 4:45. I did pass some beautiful tenting spots, but looking around here, there's tenting spots around here too. You know what? Let's just, it's easy going underfoot right now. Nice little kind of logging road, whatever. So let's just keep moving for now. But lots and lots of little tenting spots that would work just fine. The end of day 2 finds me at the entrance of the conservation area of Gow Lake. My camp set up for the night. It's about 7 o'clock right now, but my camp set up for the night. I've had dinner and I've been relaxing. I've been looking at the maps and seeing how far I got to go to the next kind of resupply point, which is Westport. For dinner, I had ramen noodles with bacon jerky and specialty cookies and, of course, Ovaltine. Yeah, 27 kilometers on trail today. So that's okay. And as you know, a little resupply in Sydenham and a lunch in Sydenham, some charging of phone and GoPro in Sydenham, and yeah, we're good to go. We are good to go to Westport. So you know what, I'm anticipating it's just going to be another hot day tomorrow. So we'll just see how we make out. Tomorrow I think we're going to push past Gold Lake and into the Frontenac Park area, conservation area, provincial park, I guess it is. I guess the Frontenac Provincial Park. So we're going to see how far we get through there tomorrow. And yeah, all is going well on day 2. So you know what? Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Do like, share, comment, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Without subscriptions, the channel won't grow. And with subscriptions, the channel will grow. And with that, I can bring you more content. So I will see you guys for day 3 of our northbound through hike attempt of the Rideau Trail. Bright and early in the morning. Good night, everyone. Good night.